Right, we're gonna screen record this, so I should be able to, I should have the actual view of the scanner probably somewhere here, but we'll deal with that afterwards in post-production. But as it stands, we have turntable, David bust, Miraco. That's as you can see, this is a complete all-in-one scanning solution here. There's no requirement for a PC or a Mac. The entire setup is available to hand hold and take wherever. You don't need to mess with a phone or with wires or any of that. That's going to be quite a benefit. I'm actually really looking forward to using this in the field. Just being able to just whip it out of a bag and scan what I want is going to be a bit of a game changer, to be honest with you. So let's scan this David bust and see where we get. So we can see on the screen here that I've positioned it, so we can see in the green at the top here we've got excellent. For the range, it will tell you if we move it too far away. As you can see, it drops to good and far, and as we move it closer it gets back into excellent. So what's this? This button here is going to remove the ground plane. Also, no, that's going to adjust the scanning distance. So we're going to drop that down because we're quite close. There we go. Let's have a look. So here, so we'll do a standard accuracy scan. We'll scan in feature mode because this object has quite a lot of features. It's reasonably easy to scan. We'll do it as a general object, and we will scan in color. So continuous scan mode. Let us try. There we go. So as you can see, as it's rotating, it's building up the point cloud as we go. I think we're probably going to have to reposition this in order to capture everything of the bust. So let's wait for that to do a full rotation, and then what we'll do, we'll pause it and we will reposition the scanner. I think that's a full rotation, so there we go. Let's pause that scan. Now we can check what our model looks like. Now, as you can see, we haven't picked up the bottom of the bust here, so we can be pretty sure that we need to reposition it. Now, unfortunately, doesn't appear to be any way for me to put this scanner lower, so I think what we will do, there we go, roll of solder to the rescue. It would help if I actually tightened up the thingy, wouldn't it? Right, let's reposition that. That looks pretty good. I think that's going to capture everything. Let's just adjust that so it's central. David bust in the middle. Right, and now what this should do is it should recognize that we now are still scanning the same thing, just slightly different angle. So it should just continue. It's having a think. There we go. And it's placed the mesh on top of the old point cloud. I'm picking up a bit of the base of the solder reel. That's okay. We can just cut that out at the end. Okay, rotating around. Let's see where we get, and we're nearly there. I think that is it. Right, pause that. I missed a tiny bit just there. One of the things you can do, of course, is we don't have to scan it upright. We can scan it like that. So let's tilt this down a bit. Okay, and let's continue scanning. If it sorts itself out, there we go. Look at that. Sorted itself out perfectly. Rotate it around. It's going to pick up all of the features that we missed. Don't really need to do a full rotation with this, but we'll do it anyway. Just for the fun of it. Actually a little bit too close there. That might mess up the scan a little bit, but we'll see. Right, there we go. Okay, let us take the scanner off of the tripod so I can show you more easily what I'm seeing. Right, so here is our point cloud. This touchscreen is actually very responsive. It's very much like a good Android smartphone. That point cloud looks pretty good. So let's clean it up. So hit the stop button. So we've taken 752 frames with a few bits of bogus data down there, but that's fine, we can get rid of that. We'll tap that, and now we are in editing mode. Having a little think. Right, looking pretty good. So we could do one tap edit. What that will do is that will fuse it, mesh it, and basically give you the finished result almost, well, within a few seconds. But I want a little bit of control over what it's going to do. So I'm going to hit fusion, and we're going to do advanced fusion. Standard fusion is great if you are intending to mesh your objects outside of Revoscan with something like Cloud Compare or something like that, but advanced uses various algorithms to smooth the flat areas and such like, and really your default should be that. So let's hit apply. It's going to fuse the point cloud. I am not expecting this to be as fast as it would be on a PC, simply because the performance envelope of a device of this size is not exactly going to compare to my 12th gen i7 with a 4080 in it. So yeah, it's taken a little while, but then it's got a lot of data to churn through. I mean, 752 frames, and we're probably talking around, I don't know, maybe 100,000 points that it's got to work out in 3D space and map them all together, and then produce something sensible. Of course, old David here is quite happy to continue to rotate. He doesn't mind. See, look, he's just going. Off he goes. I do like this screen. This. I wonder if it flips. I assume it does. It does not. Maybe that's something that will happen in a future update, because this, as I have pointed out, this is beta hardware for evaluation. This is not, although it is representative of the final example, it is not the final example, and there's probably going to be quite a lot of software refinement and possibly some hardware refinement between now and the launch on Kickstarter, which should be not too long. There'll be a link at the end of this video, or in the comments section or the video description, which will give you a link to my showcase on Revopoint's forum, where you can have a look at some other scanning from other people, and it will also have a link to the Kickstarter campaign. Right, that's looking pretty good. So let's get rid of this rubbish here. So the lasso tool, there we go, and delete that. Very nice. And I think we can probably, at that point, if we tap the fusion menu again, we can do an isolation detection. That will detect any points which are not part of the main mesh. Now that's quite clever. It's been smart enough that it's worked out that the bits of this that it picked up are not part of the model. There we go, or at least some of it. What else can we do in that menu? So we can do overlap detection. So overlap detection, it removes points that are basically 2 points over exactly the same place, which can cause noise in the final scan. Yeah, looking good. Let's mesh it. So turn the hole filling on, quality 5, that'll do for now, and hit apply. Let's see where we get. Again, David looking on, he's quite happy to watch the progress bar, although now he's looking elsewhere in the workshop. His attention will return to the progress bar momentarily. I don't know how long this would take on a PC to mesh. Haven't tried that yet. We probably, one of the future videos I do will probably be connecting this to a PC, and there we go, done. That is pretty impressive. Look at that, look at the detail. Detail on the hair, the ear, very, very nice indeed. A little bit of issue with the nose, but that's something I would easily clean up in post. That's really good. That's probably one of the best David bus scans that I've done with any Revopoint scanner. Very nice indeed. That's actually using vertex color at the minute. We can have a look at the mesh. If we just tap that, there we go. There's the mesh. Look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. Very, very impressive. Well, I hope you enjoyed this first look at Revopoint Miraco. Like I say, this was provided to me by Revopoint for the purposes of evaluation and review. There is a link in the description, which down there, which will take you to the Kickstarter campaign, and other links which to see other people's work with other evaluation versions of the Miraco. So there we go. I'll see you next time.